hey, cunts, don't forget to click the subscribe button. But I was a tackling dummy in high school. I used to stand football practice. I'd come and they'd throw the ball to me, Coach Jay, and I'd stand and then there'd 15 or 20 guys that circle you and get hit from every side. I had 3 years of that. That was my football experience. And the doctors say that's why I'm so fucked up my bones. I've had 20 surgeries. I mean, cracked sternum I had for years, didn't even know it. You can't crack a sternum. It's almost impossible unless I drop from a plane of 50,000 feet. But I walked around for years with a cracked sternum that I had from high school. And, Peña, you're so slow, you ought to wear the other team's fucking jersey. Now, what if they told you that? You're so fucking inept, you ought to play for the other team, you little Mexican wetback. Now, how would that affect you? But my dad said, they used to say sticks and stones can break your bones, but words can never hurt you. Not that they don't say that anymore. But they used to say it. Now, apparently words can hurt you. We have kids committing suicide on Facebook. Now, if my kid committed suicide from Facebook, I would be going to metaphorically speaking, I would be going to the parents of that kid, and there would be Jewish lightning killing the whole family. Metaphorically speaking, of course. There'd be a mass fucking funeral. My kid isn't the only kid that's going to have a funeral. The whole motherfucking family, the goats, the goldfish, the dogs, everybody. But now, I would gladly get sentenced to 15 years and serve 6. There's some things worth going to jail for. There's some things worth dying for. But apparently now with the young kids, nothing's worth dying for. Nothing's worth, Peña, you sorry. Oh, God, I can still hear that little fuckface call me that. And when he died a number of years ago, I didn't piss on his grave, but I should have. That was the one grave I missed. I was too busy to go to his fucking... But, what?
Is it still there?
Oh, yeah, you're right. It is still there. He's buried in the San Fernando Valley. He's buried in Pacoima, I guess.
Sounds like a dinner.
I'm glad you brought that up. I hadn't thought about that in years. No, I'd take a shit on his grave.
Bring the 2 guards with you.
Yeah, the fuck. I thought about it. Thank you for that a little extra bit of information. Okay, now what about John? He's about to close his second deal. But the banks will fuck you if they, Now, the bank then made it was all a big mistake. Oh, we don't know how this could happen. We can understand why you're upset. Fuck you. But you're not used to the bank fucking you. Now, he and I are. You don't expect that. I've told you about, I told you about watching out for your board members. But Jesus Christ, the Bank of America, with America in its name, how would it wasn't Bank of America in this deal. But he's a non-pleaser. So he's at the other end of the continuum. Yes, sir.
Can you explain what the bank tried to do?
No, the bank had originally made a loan on the deal for $1.5 million or $1.3 million, something like that, and a working capital for $275,000. And then they realized, well, I don't know what they realized. Then they said that really the working capital was part of the loan, so they reduced. They took $275,000 and they added $100,000 to the actual loan on the deal, and they eliminated the working capital. So they put out $175,000 less to have better coverage. And that made the coverage go from 1.38 to 1.56 or 1.6. And, but that's not what they agreed to. There's intergalactic truth, intercontinental truth, and our truth. And but you have to, somebody's got to be watching the documents. And I'm not a document guy. There's a reason why they have you initial every page. In some parts of the world, you initial every paragraph. Everybody in the deal that signs at the close is initialing every paragraph. So you can't say you didn't read it. People still say they didn't read it, but it's harder for you to say you didn't read it when you got the initials next to the paragraph. And in some parts of the world, which I bet you can't even guess which parts of the world, they exchange pages. After you sign the document, 300-page document, page 89 of the document, that when you get the final, won't be the page 89 that you signed. Lo and behold, I bet you can't even imagine what part of the world that is. Can you? Can you? I mean, and then that, or they'll fake your initial. You know, all the stupidest one once, all the initials are in black ink and this one page is in blue ink. Now, how fucking stupid. Well, I remember you changed pens. No, I don't think so. It was probably one of your relatives. And then, and they make it like, oh God, this is the first time this ever happened. I mean, and they can say that with a straight goddamn face. Unbelievable. Now, that's never happened to me in London. That's never happened to me in New York. It has happened to me in Texas. We caught it in a couple other places where it's the Wild West still. Never happened to me in Canada. The Canadians, they're going to give you more money because they want you to like them. You know, if anything, they're going to give you more money. There's certain parts of the world where it's genteel. It's gentle to do business. Gentle to do business. And, but there's not too many of those, but there are a few. Where a handshake still means something. In the city, the financial district in London, it's my word is my bond. That's what the city is based on. And for the most part, the English banking system is pretty fucking legit. Pretty legit. I mean, not because, no, it's very legit. I've never had an illegitimate thing happen to me. I've never had anything bad happen in Germany. In some of the former communistic countries, I've had attempted to do something, but we caught it. And then they always, oh my God, I don't know how this happened. I mean, how is that possible? That page 111 got, it was different. And then with the real sloppy ones, the sentences don't even fucking match. You go from one page and there's two paragraphs missing. And even though I tease about South Africa, it's never happened to me in South Africa. They've attempted it in some of the other African continents, but not South Africa. But I mean, so you've got a personality that isn't a pleaser. So we've gone from pleasers to, guys that think they're, junior beasts, which he isn't. And everything in between. Everything in between. Who's my 5:30? Oh my, where's my cricket bat? Okay. 6:30. Okay. I want to pass these out. Take one and this is part of your home. Oh no, this, I want you to look at it and ask them questions. You don't have to write about it though. This is, quality of earnings. Don't show it. They might show up on the film up there. We get questions on YouTube. Why don't you post that quality of earnings, Mr. Peña? There's a reason why I don't. Okay? Really want the kids on YouTube, they want me to go out there and do a deal for them. They want me to be their chairman, assemble the board, get the accountants, get the lawyer, get the money, and just do the deal. And then me guarantee it. They want me to guarantee it too. And then, I got a deal. I did a QLA deal.
Is that what you're offering us?
25,000 people trying to be comedians in Hollywood, and we got one here. Tomorrow, who do we hear tomorrow?
Let me check some.
Tomorrow are goals and affirmations. We're going to go through that, and then tomorrow night's homework is that.
We have Thomas, and then Roberto, Joe, Dr. Joe, and then Chris.
Okay, we've got from uneducated to educated, 20 grand into 40 million in 7 months.
Sir, you also need to watch the Josh Kim first role play
Now? Okay. Okay, bye-bye YouTube.